Hi everyone, this system is loading here, but I believe I'm live. My name is Jackie and I am a librarian and a tech trainer at Heights Libraries, and I am just going to wait a minute before we get started, but today I'm coming to you with Appy Hour. And with Appy Hour, today we are talking about digital collections from the library. So if you're interested in ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, streaming services for free from the library, stick around because today that is what I'm going to be talking about during our Appy Hour program here. So I will go ahead and get started here with talking about digital collections from the library. If you are watching and you have any questions, please just type them in the comment box and I will see them and I will do my best to answer those questions for you. So I will get started, and like I said, we're talking about digital collections from the library. Access to all of these materials is free because everything we provide from the library is free. And what's really great is you can access these services, like I said, ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, and streaming services. So things like TV shows, music, movies. You can access them from anywhere where you have a device and are able to download the apps for these services. So today the services I'm talking about are Libby, Hoopla, and Canopy. And I will get into more of what those are. But I do want to say that these are all apps that you need to put on your phone or a tablet. And with that, depending on your device, if you're on an Android device, you want to go onto the Google Play Store on your device. And if you're on an Apple device, you will go to the App Store on your device. So those are like the stores that are on your device, and that's where you can look for the different apps and download them onto your device. So like I said, they're all free, but you do want to use your library card number to log in, and that grants you access to the service. All right, so I will start talking more about the services here. Like I said, you do need a library card, and what is currently up on my screen is the Libby app. So I have Libby open right now, but I will back up for a second here. So here is just the screen of a tablet. This happens to be an iPad, but it could be an Android tablet as well. These apps work for both systems. So I will go ahead and tap on Libby to open it. And before I get started just talking about Libby here, I did want to say that with Libby, it's owned by a company called Overdrive. So currently there are two apps in existence, the Overdrive app and the Libby app. Both of them will grant you access to ebooks and audiobooks. That said, the Overdrive app is slowly in the next year or so being discontinued. Um, Right now, it does not matter which app you use. That's totally up to you. But I am encouraging people to use the Libby app because that is the app that they will be moving forward with while discontinuing the Overdrive app, if that makes sense. And with that, discontinuing the Overdrive app, the other thing is that currently in the Overdrive app, you do not have access to the streaming services. So you don't have access to movies and that sort of thing in the Overdrive app, but they are present in the Libby app. All that to say, I encourage you to use the Libby app. If you are just getting started, download the Libby app. If you are currently using the Overdrive app, think about trying out the Libby app since Overdrive will be discontinued, I think, in 2022 is what I have heard. All right, so let's see here. So I'm going to get started here just talking about the Libby app. I did want to say that you can access Overdrive content from a computer to read things or listen to things in your browser. You can do that through the library's website. But today I am focusing on these apps here. So with Libby, When you open up the Libby app, you would download it from your App Store or your Play Store on your device, and then tap on Libby. And if you are not signed in, it's going to ask you to sign in with your library card and your PIN. Any trouble with that, or if you need to get a library card, please call the library and we will help you with that. But here we are in Libby, and Libby does give you access to ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, and streaming services from the library. So I will show you around a little bit. Let's see here. So to get started, there is a menu at the bottom of this Libby app. So I'm looking at these icons down at the bottom here, and I will tell you what those are. The first one you probably want to know about is the magnifying glass. So this magnifying glass. And that allows you, if you wanted to search for something, you could do that by tapping on the magnifying glass and then starting to type something in. So I typed in CAR, and you can see it is giving search suggestions below it. In this case, it is suggesting authors. Depending on what you're typing in, it might give a title suggestion as well. So I can try a title suggestion here. So I'll type in so see, it's giving me a suggestion of The Warmth of Other Suns. So that is what I want, and I'm going to go ahead and tap on that. And you can see that it's done a search for this book, and it's giving me several options. So the option on the left-hand side of the screen, that is the book version of this title, The Warmth of Other Suns. The title in the middle, you can see below the title that there's an icon for earbuds, and so with the earbuds, that means that's an audio version of the book. And in this case, it actually looks like it's not even the full version of the book, it's a summary. So that may not be what I want. But in general, if you're seeing that earbuds icon under a book title, then that is the audiobook version of it. I will go ahead and show you a few things here. If you do want to borrow the book, then you can click borrow here, and that will take you into the steps to borrow the title. If you're interested in knowing more about the book, say like a plot summary, more information, you can go ahead and click on the cover of the book, and that will take you into more information about the book. So this is more information about the book. Now in the previous step, there was the borrow option, so I could have clicked borrow there, but because I've gone into the extended information, I'm also seeing borrow here as well. So if I want to borrow it, I can click on that. Many titles you can read a sample, but I'm going to go ahead and just show you what borrow looks like. So here we go. I'm going to tap borrow, and it's telling me I can borrow this. It is available for 21 days, and it needs to verify my library card here. So I'm going to go ahead, and I had to scroll down there, a little funny, but I'm going to tap verify card. Let's see. So it is telling me that it wants me to enter my library card number. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that here. I must not be fully logged in, which is important when you're on one of these services, because that is what gives you access to the materials, is typing in your library card number. Okay, so that is the library card number. And let's see here, I'm going to type in the PIN as well. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and tap sign in. All right, so it is content now. I am signed in, and I'm going to go ahead and tap next, and that big borrow button at the bottom. And well, this is funny. We kind of did things backwards. This is actually a good lesson in when you go into the Libby app, you really should sign in first, because when you sign in, you with your library card number, you see the actual availability of the material. In this case, after we signed in, it said, oh, there are no copies available. So the good thing about Libby is you can place a hold, just like you would for a physical books in the library. So I'm going to tap place hold, and it is going to allow me to place a hold here. I've scrolled down a little bit because I can see that there are 32 copies of this book and 3 people waiting in total. So it's also telling me it should be available in the next few days. So that's a good thing. I'm going to go ahead and tap place hold, and that is placing a hold for me. Okay, so it's asking me a question down here about notifications. I am just going to say not now to get out of here. To get back to our main screen, I am going to tap on keep browsing. Okay, so with our icons at the bottom of the screen, if you wanted to do another search, you could tap on the magnifying glass icon, lower left corner. My cursor is going around it right now. I don't want to do that. I actually want to be able to browse. And to do that, I'm going to tap on this library card icon here to browse. It's going to take me into what I consider kind of like the main screen of the app. So there we go. This does allow us to browse. You can see as we scroll down here, we get different browse options as well as some menus. So you can see there's a bunch of curated account titles here, like these are all books by Ohio authors, magazines. So these are all collections of books, best of 2021, new to the collection. So you could look at any of these collections to browse and find a title that way. I want to make sure that I can find a title right now. So there is a browse option here. It says check me out now. So these should all be available. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on this to go in. And you can see these are all books that are currently available. So it doesn't really matter which one I choose. I can tell that these are all ebooks because I'm not seeing that earbuds icon. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose one here. I want to borrow it, so maybe I'm interested in this Limits of the World by Jennifer Acker. I'm going to go ahead and tap borrow. This one is available, so it's saying I can borrow it. I'm tapping borrow. And there we go. It has borrowed it and downloaded it, and I can tap open book here, and that will open up the book for me, and I can start reading it. So I am scrolling through this, and it's much like a physical book in that now this is chapter 1, and I am now in the book. I can turn the pages by scrolling with my finger on the tablet. So that was an example of checking out a book. I'm going to tap back now. All right, so that was reading in Libby. I have talked about icons at the bottom of the screen here. One of the icons is the magnifying glass, which is for search. This library card does take you to the browse options where you can see different collections of books. This Libby icon, it's actually like a little girl reading a book here. I will tap on that, and you can see that that takes you into your menu, into settings for the app. So here we are. It says your libraries. So I do have my CleveNet, my Cleveland Heights card added here. A nice thing about Libby is you can have multiple cards added. So maybe that would be different family members. You can have all of their cards added here. So you can check things out to different family members' cards. Or if you are a member of another library, that uses Libby, then you can add those cards there as well. So that is very nice that you can add multiple cards within the app. Couple more things, a couple more icons I want to show you. So this icon here, that does take you to your shelf, and that will show you anything that you have checked out or anything you have on hold. So here's my recent loan, the limits of the world. We just checked that out. Up at the top here, I can also see I have one item on hold, and we just put that warmth of other suns on hold. So when I tap on hold, you can see I have the warmth of other suns on hold, and it's telling me it's going to be, you know, about 3 weeks to get a copy of this. This is where I can manage the hold as well. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on manage hold, and you can see you can suspend it or cancel it. So this does allow you to do that. In this case, maybe I realize I don't really want to have this on hold. I don't want to wait 3 weeks for it. I'll just come back to another time. So I'm going to tap cancel, and it's confirming I'm going to cancel the hold. So there we go. I canceled it, and now I'll just click go back to shelf, and there we go. The last icon down at the bottom here, this clock icon, that's a timeline. It shows you your like a timeline of your activity on the app. I'll tap on that here, and you can see that all my activity on the app here in my account. So like today, I borrowed one title, I placed one title on hold, so that's showing me my timeline there. All right, so I am going to tap on the library card icon down here to get back to my browse options. Let's see, so I am going to just scroll up here. Okay, so, and I'm going to tap CleaveNet just to back up. All right, so I am back on the main screen here. And the reason that I wanted to go back to the main screen is because Overdrive and Libby, it's just not books. You have access to other materials here as well. So when I scroll down here, you can see that we have access to magazines. So lots of mainstream magazines here that you can check out, you know, such as Time, HGTV. So there's all Better Homes and Gardens, you know, there's all different types, you know, tech magazines, cooking and food. So lots of great magazines, lifestyle stuff. So that was under magazines, and you can check them out very similarly to how you check out a book. I'm gonna go back here. I also wanted to show you that under extras right here, I'm gonna go ahead and tap on that. So under extras, through Libby now we have access to Indie Flicks, which is films, short films, and documentaries. Quello Concerts, so those are concert films and documentaries, so lots of great music documentaries and films there. And we also have access to Great Courses, and Great Courses has access to different classes in it, which is very cool. So if you want to open one of these, like I just tapped on Great Courses, and now I'm going to tap open, and it's opening Great Courses. And I do just want to tap get a 7-day pass. So the 7-day pass gives you access to the service. In this case, it's Great Courses for 7 days. Once that expires, you can, of course, go back in there and get another 7-day pass. So it's basically like 7-day access to the service, but it is unlimited. So it's really great courses in here, you know, history topics, language topics, you know, business and finance, food and drink, so health and mindfulness. So a lot of great courses in here. So this is an example of great courses here. I am going to leave great courses, so I'm just going to tap done, and I can back up again by tapping CleaveNet. So that is the streaming services that have been really recently added to the Libby app and make it an even better service, even more content for you. So And that was a little bit about Libby. So I've spent a bit talking about Libby, so I do want to move forward here because we have two other great services that I can talk about. And those other great services are Hoopla and Canopy. So Hoopla and Canopy are their own separate apps, which means that I need to get myself out of the Libby app, and I will hop over to the Hoopla app here. All right, so again, like the Libby app, you do want to get the Hoopla app from your app store on your device, and once you have it, you can tap on Hoopla, and it will take you into Hoopla. So Hoopla gives you 10 checkouts of items per month, and all the titles are available immediately, which is very, very nice. And you are getting access to movies, music, comics, ebooks, and TV shows through Hoopla. There are lending periods for Hoopla items. You can find this, it'll say on the app, but I'll just say movies are 3 days, TV episodes are 3 days, music albums are 7 days, and audiobooks are 21 days. So again, you want to make sure that you are signed into Hoopla. You may be prompted to do so when you open the app. It may ask you immediately for your library card number and your PIN. If not, you can go into settings and make sure that you are logged in. In this case, I am logged in because it's my only option here is to log out. So I will back out of this. Okay. So you can see that if I scroll down on Hoopla, you just get some browsing options here. Like recommended, and that's going to be recommended based on your previous history of things that you've checked out. So if you're checking out a lot of kids titles for your kids, it may start suggesting to you kids titles. If you are checking out thrillers, it might start recommending other thrillers to you. So this is some more collections: popular ebooks, popular audiobooks, popular comics, popular movies. So you get the idea here. You can browse around on Hoopla that way. The other thing you can do is down at the bottom of your screen in the app, you can see options for video, music, books, and then there's search here as well. So if you are searching down at the bottom of your screen in the app, you can see options for video, music, books, and then there's search here as well. So if you are searching for something specific, you can use that search option. They are showing you some trending searches. So if you want to follow those, you can do that. Maybe I will type in a search here. I'll type in Hamilton. Okay. Not quite what I was looking for. Let's see. So they do have a movie here. It's called Hamilton, One Shot to Broadway. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on that. And this is the story of the hit musical. So it's not a recording of the musical, but it is the story of the hit musical. I'm interested in watching this, so I'm going to go ahead and tap borrow. Hit borrow title. Hoopla is very simple. As I say that, it gives me an issue there that it's having a little bit of trouble with the library card. So I do apologize about that. But in general, you saw the steps there. If I was not having an issue with library card, it would be easy just to tap borrow and it would check it out and you would have availability to it streaming right away. So that is with Hoopla. If you are interested in another type of media, like maybe you want to go into music, you could tap on music. So there we go. It's showing popular music, featured. You could also browse by genre, so best of 2021, or if you're looking for a specific type of music, country or whatever you're interested in here. I'll tap on genres and you can see everything here. Hoopla does also have a kids section, which is very nice. So if I turn on kids here, it will have it in kids mode, and you can see everything just got a lot more kid friendly. So if you do have a little one in your life and you turn on kids modes, it is going to change Hoopla so it is showing favorite kid items. Got some Daniel Tiger here, Magic School Bus, Octonauts. So lots of great stuff here in the kids mode. And that is an on-off, so if you come into it and it's on, you can go ahead and turn it off by tapping in the upper left-hand corner where it says kids. I'm going to tap it and it's going to turn it off, and we are looking at a more adult view here with adult titles. All right, so that is all I'm going to say about Hoopla. It's a great option. You get access to a lot of content, which is really great. And let's see here. The last one I'm going to talk about is Canopy. So with Canopy, I am going to go ahead and get out of Hoopla here. And I'm going to go ahead and tap on the Canopy app, which I had previously downloaded onto this tablet. So Canopy was recently acquired by Overdrive. So I am expecting in the next however many months that Canopy, the app, will go away for library access, and the content will be rolled into the Libby app. So that's about ready to get more streamlined as well. But for now, Canopy is its own app, and it provides you with access to streaming titles, lots of movies and documentaries, short films. Canopy is great because they have lots of world cinema titles in here. So if you really like some more of the foreign films or art titles, Canopy is a really great place to find those. It also has a pretty friendly interface. When you open it up, it's very easy to browse or search. Again, your menu is at the bottom of the page here. So my cursor is circling it right now. And with that, if you wanted to search, you could tap on search, just like in our other apps, and you can do a search there by typing in a title. They also give you the option if you wanted to tap on subjects or people, companies. Those are other ways that you can browse. So like subjects here, when you search, so I am, so I typed in that and it's giving me the option of forensic science. So you can see we got some cold case files access on Canopy if that is something of interest. So that is the search option by clicking on that magnifying glass. You can also browse topics by clicking browse in the bottom of the screen, which I will do here. And you can see they allow you to browse, you can look at movies or documentary, the arts, global studies and languages. So these are all ways that you can browse as well. So I'll click on global studies and language. And these are Australian, Asian, African titles. So lots of great foreign films here. If I was interested in checking one of these out, I can just go ahead and tap on it. So I'll just tap on this title here. I can see it's won a lot of awards, so we'll have to see how good it is. Looks promising. So you can see you get a synopsis here. And you can go into details as well. So that provides you some information about the title. With Canopy, you don't even need to check it out. We've gone into the title, and then you can just press play in the middle and it will start the film right there. So it really does act like a streaming service in that way. It has started playing here. Looks like it should start running. I will click pause. We don't need to watch a movie. Let's see, I just moved it forward a little bit. See if it... Yeah, so you just click play and it does play for you. So there we go, you can see it's starting. I'm going to click pause and just back out of this. So that was just an example. One other nice thing about Canopy is there is a kids section of Canopy. And with the kids section, I'm going to tap on more here, see if I can find it. See, it says I tapped on more on the bottom of the screen, and I'm going to tap on Go to Canopy Kids. And that takes you into a kids section of Canopy. One very cool thing about the kids section of Canopy is it is unlimited checkouts with kids titles. So just for kids titles, it's completely unlimited checkouts, which is great. Lots of great kids titles in here. Some narrated books and movies, TV series. So this is all great content for your kids. So yeah, the kids content is free, unlimited per month. Other content that's not kids content is 10 checkouts per month. And each item is checked out for 3 days. So that is what the difference is there. And I think that that is where I'm going to leave off. Since we have talked about the 3 services, Libby, Hoopla, and Canopy. With all these, like I said, they're free. You can get the apps in the App Store on your device. If you need any help with any of these services, feel free to call the library. Reach out, 216-932-3600. And if you want to talk to the computer lab, that is option 4 on our phone menu. We have staff here. We're very knowledgeable with all of our digital services, and we're happy to help you with it, answer any questions, help you get started with it. It's really a wealth of, content available to you: ebooks, audiobooks, movies, even some comics, TV shows, music. So take advantage of it. I know that we're all spending more time at home these days, but still are living our lives. So digital, content from the library is a great thing to get into and to utilize. Thank you for listening today, and please, reach out if you have any questions about this. Thanks so much for joining. Bye-bye.